take some petitions to Patricia Redington's office and raising our concerns about the lack of charges filed against Ken Gladney and Ken Owens. And hopefully we have a little impact.
And we've got Kelly Owens here with us right now. Kelly, if you could tell us a little bit about why you're here and what you hope to accomplish today.
I'm here to show appreciation for what these concerned citizens have done for people that they don't even know, just out of principle that they're doing the right thing. And I would also like to let Patricia Redington know that I am here and I am not going away, and that I have contacted her office. I do have the phone records to show that I did contact her office. I have not received anything in the mail. She has not ever contacted me to ask me to speak, to ask for my video or anything. I feel like they're trying to push this under the rug.
And the woman who assaulted you, you were the one who was holding the camera.
Correct.
So the assault was like captured directly on camera,
on video,
right?
And the police were standing directly behind me.
And she was arrested right then?
Immediately.
And they haven't filed any charges in your case?
Supposedly they did, but I have not received any. I have not seen anything.
And you haven't spoken to anyone?
No.
Ridiculous.
No. So.
Do you know who has been interviewed? Have they taken testimony from any witnesses at this point?
No, I've got different stories. I got one story that they weren't doing interviews, another story that they possibly were doing interviews. I wouldn't be able to find out who was interviewed until after the reviewing process was complete. I guess since charges have been filed, the reviewing process is complete, so that's something I could look into and try to get answers. I'm not sure how far I will get.
Do you expect to get those answers today?
No.
Well, thank you, Kelly and Frida, and I guess we'll be heading upstairs shortly.
Thank you guys. Thank you for being here.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Do it again. It's like, but color, you can get some of the same.
Was it 6?
9?
Yeah.
Hair shaft or something. So you have your other
side?
Yes.
Ready?
So that's good enough.
How many sites are there that one is supposed to watch every day?
Oh, are we on now?
We're at 9, yeah.
So what
You know what I mean? Especially after
Yeah, Counselor's office.
that's it right there.
I'm here to request a meeting with Patricia
Or
Redington.
is Patricia Redington available, or is those person?
Or citizens with concerns.
I'm not Dana. I'm Michelle Moore.
Yeah, everybody gets confused.
I know everybody. That's fine. Everybody thinks I'm Dana. No problem.
My name is Frida. I'm here with a group of concerned citizens, and we would like to make some comments to her. Why? Turn that off. We are here today to deliver petitions that request the County Prosecutor Patricia Redington to change the charges filed on October 28, 2009 from an ordinance violation to civil rights violations, hate crime, and assault charges. These charges are related to an incident on August 6, 2009, where individuals from the Service Employee International Union, SEIU, attacked Ken Gladney and used racial epithets while kicking him on the ground to the point where he required emergency care and smashed the camera into Kelly Owens' face that ruined the camera. The comments made by Ms. Patricia Redington's office that the reason for taking 3 months to take action, in our opinion, is totally false. She claimed many witnesses had to be interviewed when in fact the victims were never contacted by the prosecutor's office and medical records were never requested. Mr. Gladney was denied a request to meet with Ms. Redington the day before charges were filed and has not been contacted by this office since. Let me briefly recap what happened on August 6th. After a staged town hall event by Missouri Representative's Office Russ Carnahan at a middle school in the Melville School District, members of the SEIU beat up Ken Gladney and used racial slurs against him. In addition, at the same event, Kelly Owens had a camera shoved into her face. Both incidents were videotaped and had many witnesses. Interestingly, this all happened after the White House and its spokespeople had instructed HCAN, Healthcare for America, a SEIU-funded organization, to call to action against town hall meetings with specific instructions. If you get hit, we will punch back twice as hard. And Ms. Nancy Pelosi labeled Tea Party participants as AstroTurf and the mob. In addition, left-wing websites urged progressives to call and get instructions on how to manage and control town hall meetings. We are very concerned about the direction of the country under this administration and specifically the actions of this office to respond what clearly was a hate crime and a vicious assault on innocent bystanders with an ordinance violation. This is a total perversion of justice. I grew up in Germany after World War II, and I still recall the conditions in that country and the effects of fascism and thuggish behavior by the authorities that even after the war had a stifling effect on the population. I was very proud when I became a citizen of this country to get away from the communist influence of the East, and I do not want to see this country destroyed by socialistic and Marxist thugs. And I have the petitions here and some documentation to document what I have said in my statement.
Just came out of Patricia Redington's office, and I'm wondering if you have any thoughts on the conversation with Ms. Redington.
I'm not sure if I should express those thoughts. I found it very disappointing.
There was a lot of information that it was useful. I have a better understanding, but the whole thing seems a bit vague. I think it would be good to talk to McCullough.
Okay.
But is he willing to talk to us? I doubt it very much.
What I'm concerned about is we do have the documentation showing that the unions put out a few days before these tea parties telling how to handle tea party events and what to do in case of conflict. That's from their internal memos. It seems to me that if you have information which may cause a crime to be premeditated, that should certainly be prosecuted higher than an ordinance. And when we talked to Ms. Redington about that, I agree with Frida. It was rather vague on how then you proceed to determine if this is an actually premeditated crime.
She could only make her decision based on the police report. That's her job.
Right.
Okay, so now we've gone there. We've given her the information that we've obtained that showed the information from the internal SEIU documents. She has an obligation to review that now, and if it were to escalate this, then she should send it. But otherwise, I think she's done her job based on what she was looking at. Because if you're only looking at part of a picture, that's what you make your decision on. But now she's got more pieces to this puzzle, and she should be looking at it.
And I just think that based on the HCAN internal documentation, that it would seem that they would really want to know what's going on, what's the connection.
Yeah, she didn't seem like she really wanted to know any
Right.
more information.
Right.
She made her decision, and that was
Yes.
it. So she wasn't excited about hearing anything new.
I'm really not sure. I'm not sure where to go next.